Garo Hills is a part of the state called the Abode of the Clouds, Meghalaya. The district consists of several small and big mountains. Tura Peak, situated in the western part of the district, is the second highest peak after Nokrek Peak. It is at the foot of the Tura Peak that Tura town is located. Today, Tura town has not only become the largest town in Garo Hills, but it has become a major commercial center where all commercial activities, both small and big, are carried out. It is a promising and fast developing town of the district. Garo Hills is the home of 7 lakh people, of which the majority are the Garos, the Mongolian tribe. Garo legends say that they had migrated from Tibet in BC century and were led by various Garo chieftains called Garo Rajas. Traditionally, Garo's politic centered around the Nokma and his village and Aking land, the economy on shifting cultivation. Garos follow matrilineal society as suggested by their chieftains at their arrival to Garo Hills. Women in Garo society play an important role and inherits the property of the household. The man is expected and entrusted to as custodian and managerial head of the property. Garos usually live in compact village and have set rules of social and personal code of conducts to be followed and observed. The dress and costumes, games and sports, music and dance, and even dwelling houses of Garo are unique in nature. With unique culture, Garos also have unique religion called Songsarek, an animistic worship. The strict followance of religion and culture is taught by elders to younger ones from generation to generation. The worship and fear of God among the Garos is such that they never imagine to do anything wrong, as it may attract the displeasure of God and goddesses and get punishment for the crime. Besides strictly observing religious rituals, Garos are also very superstitious, and Jadoreng is one such belief. Jadoreng certainly is a philosophy. It is an age-old system of philosophy of humankind silently challenging to be rediscovered and trimmed up by the active, thoughtful, in an enlightened, intelligible form. As an old, unrecorded system of philosophy, it remains largely neglected by civilized men. It is now almost relegated into the realm of oblivion by philosophers, scientists, and so-called hardcore thinkers of the modern age. Jadorengism affirms that with each human being there is an invincible elastic silver cord, that this cord connects man's physical body with its invisible astral or second body that snaps at his death, and that ideal state for a human being could never arrive whilst he is in the land of the living. until one fully and consciously feels oneness on atonement through his second body with the all-embracing, all-coherent cosmic soul. Jadoreng is the inner Garo sculpture, having the capacity of transformation of human beings into tigers, elephants, snakes, and other forms of animals. Jadoreng literally means conscious voluntary projection of one's conscious human psyche in order to get itself consciously engrafted to the body of any sentimental being in the universe, while one's body lies undisturbed in a trance state.
맞춰달라 그러니까 바그바라 마오. 맞춰 비비마 만데 맞춰 바그바 sama. Ga kadotsa matcha planingane biasa bikusa mandirang aganinga.
Mandiba matcha plana.
Matcha plana na we kang magacham pagachamrang ba ukode aganunga. Matcha plana na gemuk bostu ba matburang cipurang ba plana na ukode bibir a. Bagacham pagachamrangan. Nasung binas kode kita prangko rai porai nibo.
The word Jadoreng itself could be divided into two. That is, the word Ja, which means human astral apparition, and Doreng, which means kite or hawk. Etymologically, it connotes of something similar to conscious human acts of flying a psyche kite attached to an invincible cord which is sacred by the mind. Jadoreng in itself has two components. One is called Japirong or Jachri, literally meaning self-active, self-mobile, etc. And the second is Jasri, meaning psychical transprojection or psychically turning of human beings into otherworldly living beings. Jasri or psychical transprojection can be achieved either by hereditary transmission or through exploitation of secret and appropriate nursing mantras after successfully completing word of psyche physical training under Bhoivapi Hostel Gungwal.
This book contains the inner Garo culture having the capacity of transformation of human beings into tigers, elephants, snakes, and other forms of animals. What is Jadoreng? Jadoreng literally means the culture of conscious voluntary projection of one's own Jabirong or Jatri in order to get itself consciously engrafted in the body of a sentient being in the universe while one's body lies undisturbed in a trance state.
As per the truth of Jadoreng, or psyche-physical culture, it is vaguely revealed to us at times in flashes and fragments of insight, which nevertheless remind us of the greater world of reality. In this culture, there is something extra wonderful, as Jadoreng is beyond our ordinary mortal reach. Man can neither ordinarily comprehend the wonders revealed in the rare branches of Jadoreng, nor can adequately explain the profound truth embodied in it, nor can he explicitly correlate its knowledge to that of the world in a language that he would commonly understand.
It turned herself physically into a sunken, huge black water serpent.
Sus nagda susi point set ano? Go for again. Sola.
Nedan sang kawak sang majawa opile simsang yuri ilaga lasker number 456 Garo Hills as an adept of Saman in Jadoreng through hereditary transmission turned himself physically
As to scientifically
into a
prove
lovely Lapan.
the secret Garo psychophysical culture is concerned, one can only say that the real magic and mystery and the known and the visible aspects in Jadoreng cannot be wholly scientifically proved as yet, nor can they be scientifically disapproved either. Jadoreng remains an unfathomable, thrilling mystery. Jadoreng is not a figment of anybody's imagination, nor is it a fad or fraud, nor is it a top dressing of a conjecture, neither is it as random probing of the mysterious, but an exact science in itself. Jadoreng is very much related to Garo animistic worship, as there is specific words of command, entreaty or prayer, which are addressed to particular spirit and other elemental worldly living beings, living active principle or spirit, which are really present in the earth, water, etc. As per the origin of Jadoreng, Garo legends maintain that in the ancient days, man and women who had silently, in strict secrecy, undergone rigorous psychophysical culture, then its freshness and glory completely utilized their lives through psychic power, could actually become subliminal human beings that have extraordinary knowledge and experience far above the average ordinary man. There are many native sources like this. Larsen and Sangma Bainapara in West Garo Hills is said to have transformed himself to a lizard. When inquired, his wife Dilta Dishira said that it all happened during his illness. She, along with villagers, saw the creature. Larsen do not deny the fact, but could not say how it happened to him.
Na ini seibu ko people naman nanya na. Wala bas ko nga natas man ingin.
Biya belungin saro jadok na kengkeng biasa imna zaman ude iya ndak kebarang akon.
Wa sumera na ini seibu na may mansasum.
Biya belungin dak meteng somerang sa ndak le jadok na kengkeng sa ndike ma sani zaman u bikwangan ndike jumang nakamu. Biara pangnan ya jni chireng gapa chikongo. Biya ndike bolgop takapa o para sugupa bolgop takapa biya pangnan ndike tuaro tuwe mengna ko samsan dike noti dongi muna biya dike dongaro nanga kanjok nara mainan dike phangnan dike donga ya nimna kan meteng somero biya kanaro adin dike phangnan donga namnaka aro biara dike phangnan dongo desko khasnan ya kanaro anga postu mungsa noko jle doninga na darang na bagana bini niya kanaro angko zamano din dike agan meteng somayo nanga ba amana agana ni some zamano daditani zamano di biya kanjok anga bostu mungsa doninga aro anga phangnan yin ko chani khotninga aro chani khot meteng somayo biya baro bajiyo phangnan walni baro bajiyo biya mukkoronga nimung zamano di biya mukko bibiya
Nak ni juga nak ko papi nama nak ni agana na ni ko mon chithalat nama ganna.
ade ndagi phna manani an thangdi bija ni ba wijau ba gisku mai ba takba dongani gemen ko ba farak manaya angni mandena ba faraka aro sungni manderang ba faraka yang ade niki dakani zaman sungni manderang ba bae niya de nika mutamde ni basa ko ba de nikja sungni manderang ba nikja ni ba basa ko ba nga yangi nibudan inode ba bakosoni hunkaya ni ba antangan jumangchi aro niki mukthalo ba bakosong bolkhorang ba am nungrango tungarang ko ba antang ba nikakada dakide nikayaro
Sawarang nang baksawa bapi ko nagpa. Na ini seibu bantang ni bapi pelani ko nagkama.
nimna nubadi nina kena zamano baba skangnya baba niya ni zamano sa chingaba janman yaro
Barita sana wa bapi ko nagka.
ndike sani zamano han ka kode nimung aganaro nasung nina kode nibuda nimna bakos nige ge dok donaro ge 박사오 ge 탐 박사오 ge 탐 ndike 잡비 donani 잡치 장가 온 까론 게 살로바 남이데 늑단 도바 라이트 네티 산까
Mai phang chake na papi nama na ni agana.
anga antang ba nikau ko Nagaman I sungli mandirang ba riba parang ba nagkaban ka. Hindi ba bisong di bimang gamukon nagsa kaliwa nawate dong ba skuhan kaya bisong.
While mentioning the components of Jadoreng, one cannot overlook the role of the Garo folk medicines, the medicinal and magical properties and virtues of herbal vegetables, and the elemental ingredients of Garo folk medicine as discovered and inherited since time immemorial, which actually aid us to live close to the basic things of life and nature.
To sablong ha dak song pengrama imuna ya seperti kun kana don kimna do ang ama ba ama na kanjok do ada tibong sana ibamuna do tibong sana ibaiha ya kun kana ronga maba song magna nan singana na는 세 독나 mamuna do da tibong de sana ibamuna do tibong de ande tibong 사도 매번 장도 와장 다 당하리 줬나 do ba 유망 치야 좀 더버디 동자족 남은 거 동자족 아 좀 동자족
Jepson N. Aring and N.D. Shira of Baladingre in West Garo Hills are also said to have transformed to snake and wild boar. When asked, the answer was the same.
kalaki rumana nin bane anga mandirang na kana antango pilna manani ba masija mandirang ni nadi ndaki ungana de nin bane nuara 들수로 나송 토레가 anga antang pilna manang ode mekiha antang anga wijagnok nin bane anga agan bia ode bosto sarangko angku dia, weh, ndakin mana changsau, anga bibin sabi dia, ini orang abri faksau dungi, abri faksa ni ko angku wat dia, tu napa ini sensia jukbe, aro nikaman saba, ya biate, ichiku gua angungwani kemen, semua cok ni apa antang pemasya.
Today, among the literate Garos, there is a tendency to discard anything that is ancient, primitive and traditional. Jadorengism is Garo's ideal cultural heritage and treasury, consisting in itself eternal spiritual elements. As a living cultural heritage, Jadoreng has survived among the uneducated, animistic, nature-worshipping Garos. The culture touches the problems of their life and psychic human problems. Time can never make ancient good uncooked. With the loss of traditional faith and belief, there is loss of incentive for purposive doing and decent living in the ways of preserving intact the culture of the race. Future generations may look on Jadoreng with a different eye and speak their hearts and minds from undreamt of angles with fresh accents. No final words on Jadoreng, as in anything else, has been uttered, nor will be so long as man and woman continue to walk on the earth. The future of Jadoreng stretches beyond our imagination. We cannot imagine the further reach of the subliminal mind. If the Garos wish to continue to live as ideal Garos in the future, then the modern literate youths of the race have to rediscover a doctrine to serve as the moral and cultural foundation of the true Archaic society.
Imparts in the animal. When in a dream, it imparts with the animal, and the animals like tiger, then an elephant, and also this water serpent, and likewise. So, this imparting the human life with the animal, it wander from place to place, and in this way, what I came across in my life and experience, I wanted to tell it. After collecting the revenue, forest revenue, from the weekly market at Adokiri, just we are coming back to our quarter at Karkuta. It is quite a far from Karkuta to Adokiri. So while coming, we took a long time, and at the same time, we took some hours together in the market itself when we are realizing the forest revenue. And when returning, we took a long time, and it was quite a dark. That was the time, say 8 and 8:30 night. It was full moon, and on the left side, this forest sal groups, and partially it was operated, and nothing was there. Then on the way, on our left side, we found something, this dark, something like a bush standing over there. What actually that moving objects? Then when it comes and crossing the road in front of us, we found, and it is very clear, it was a big tiger. Means, so to say, something like the Royal Bengal tiger. And when it is crossed, once or twice, was looking towards us. Egypt might be knowing us also. And we doubtful. We became very much doubt. And after moving towards right side a little bit, there was a long fencing that was constructed by Jumelia M. Sangma to their compound. And all on a sudden, that big tiger jumped over it. In the morning, after our breakfast, we started again bicycle, which bicycle? Via Dorangiri. And we had to go via Damra. When we crossed Damra, then I told, hey, let us go to Nisangram. To why? To Auntie Sereni Arsangma. Because I came to know she is the very woman always imparting the life to animal. That means animation. She is the very woman who is the animation character. Then she was slapping me. No. You won't be able to take the puppy from him. Then she diverted her conversation. Acha, that yesterday, I have seen that you are coming at night. Where have you gone? So I told, no, we went to Adokiri to collect some forest revenue. And while returning, we became a bit late. And I think we reached to the quarter at 8:30 or something like that. Said, have you seen somewhere? Then she told me, yes. I went to Calcutta yesterday evening because my younger brother named Sadula Arsangma was in NCC camping. So I went there just to see him and inquire about him. whether he is all right or not. And thereafter, I wanted to see you people. So I was going through the Calcutta Forest Reserve. But on the way, I have seen you too, you and your uncle, Mekshor Sangma, with pushing your cycle, you are just coming to the quarter. On the way, I have seen you, and I was just coming towards you. But instead, I feel that you are being afraid of me or something like that. So I thought, no, better not to come nearby. So I went a little bit to the right side of your road and jumped over the fencing and came back home. Then what happened? I told, via which road? Via Dorangiri or which road? No. Just on the back side of the range officer, your range officer, KD Shira, because his house was at Calcutta. So with that I came. But he was not at home. Then I just very curiously I asked her, where is the place? And he could give me the vivid and clear description about the place, about the time, and later on about our quarter, even the environment of the quarter. On the other side, that was bamboo groups. And she said, sometimes I used to Calcutta. When I went to Calcutta, I went to see you people, and I always, your dog was barking too much, so I don't like. So I was not going nearby. From the bamboo groups, I was just looking to you. Oh, these people are all right. So I always used to return like that. Then, how you went there? In a dream. In a dream, I always used to go to the different places and to meet the different people. This is very much mysterious. Well, it is really mysterious. I won't be able to give the full explanation about this. But over and above, there are so many incidents, so many stories, so many informations like this. So how it is, that is really difficult to me to explain.
Man's knowledge of metaphysics and of the hidden psychic powers and of the miraculous intellectual and instinctual powers in human beings, as well as in visible and invisible worldly and otherworldly living beings in the universe, is still superficial and incomplete. Jadoreng, the psychophysical culture of the Garos, silently awaits detailed philosophic and scientific probe. It awaits enlightened investigation and synthesization with modern science.